another trading setups backtesting session. We are going now to see gold on June 8th of June 2021, after the action we saw in the previous video. So we are doing Asian session, London session, sorry. We saw a break below 1894.5, which was a heavy interest. We will then see how to spot if it's clear a double bottom and then the order block break and retest. So let's start and move on. We see price breaking below 1894.595. That was an area of interest. It was also another order block setup. See, wait, we see another block. Yes. We see an impulsive, impulsive up, down, a break, retest, break, retest. Just stop loss above here. Let's say you want it here. This is 10, 11 pips. And the 30 minutes. You get to your take profits. So let's move. Apart from the stop loss, let's see the break and retest of the level. During the London session, this is London. Remember, this is not to this new format is not to make trades live. This is based on our analysis. So said I didn't even spot the order block. Now I can spot it. So we see a break. We see some bearish closures below the low of the order block. We see small, weak bearish. We see another weak, was strong bearish but closed weak, and now we are expecting a retest of the bottom of the order block to enter sells, which is in the continuation of the trend. So you can see closed bullish, weak but bullish. Okay, we see we are going to see a retest. We see failure to break above. We now see a bearish candle. Okay, we want to see our upper wick and then continuation down to take sells. Okay, so this is a high risk entry. We take like 11 pips, 12 pips to be safe. We want our risk reward is 3 to 1, so we take put 40 pips, which is here. We want to get here in less than 1 hour. So let's see how this plays out. Okay, we see weak. Now we are a little bit scared because the entry was not the perfect one. Was not this was not the retest of the order block. We saw another one, but we are confident in our analysis, so we don't rush anything. This engulfing bearish gives us hope. This one bullish, if we close bullish, is not really what we want to see. It's almost the close of the Asian session as well. Now we see price is failing to break above to make big bullish moves. Now it goes in our direction. So as per trading plan, now we want to consider, so we have a stop loss of 12 pips. So take profit of 36, 40 pips, 40. So we are going to take partials around 30, 27, 30 pips of profit. Weak bullish, weak, very weak, growth by bearish, weak bullish, very weak. Not actually the price action that we would like to see is going back to our entry. But as long as it doesn't close above here, we are fine. Okay, we're like 7, 8, 12 pips in profit. Okay, 20 pips in profit. Okay, there's no reason to leave it the stop loss there. So this is the last lower high. So we don't want it to break above there. Okay, we take partials. We are 32 pips. We don't know if we are going to get to our take profit. 75% closed. We put our stop loss here. Okay. Okay, and we got our trade to take profits. Okay, okay. So I'm back, and sorry for this. As you see, this was a successful trade for the scalping style I'm going to trade with. So let's move on. So we want to identify this was a strong resistance level that was already charted beforehand. I want to see and try to see the order block that we were talking about. So we see reaction, immediate reaction is level, failure to break below. We see impulsive bearish candles, failure to break, push up, immediate bearish, moves up, not big, impulsive, aggressive, bullish. So we see now start to see some rejection. I'm joking, I was kidding. we see now some rejection with an engulfing bearish, very aggressive bearish candle, breaking below, but immediately corrected with from a bullish candle. Another retest of the level, and now we could see that this might be another block. Let's see if we have a range. We have 15 pips, so we want to take advantage of this 15 pips, which require 1, 2, 3 is 15 pips to 45, which means that I want to get here. So this is not actually the cleanest, because we have this price sensitivity area. So I'm not 100% sure, but if we get 2 to 1, 30 pips might be here. I'm going to take it for the sake of the order block, but I'm not really convinced. Why? Because we have many price sensitivity area that might block our bullish double bottom up. So it's not a trade that I will take live, probably. Let's go faster. You see there's no momentum, we are sort of ranging. Now we start seeing new highs being created. Okay, so we now see after 20 minutes we are at 20 pips, so 22 pips, which might be break even and close partials. I want to be honest, I am honest, this was not, I mean, after all this, at 20 pips you take profits partials. Why? Because you are at a previous high, previous resistivity area, which might cause a aggressive reaction and pullback to maybe retest these previous highs. Okay, we see a small pullback. Immediately looks like it's getting corrected. Instead, it's going, as you can see, we are retesting previous highs. This was not a good trade. It's not a setup that I want to take. A setup this way, as I told you, we are seeing retest of the previous highs. Absolutely. Now we are almost over time, and now we see the impulsive candles. But we entered 8:30. It's almost 9:30. So we close the trade. See, this is not the action that I wanted. I would want more impulsive ones. The other setup that we are going to see is the break of the order block. So let's go jump fast to that. So as you can see, we are creating an order block. Perfect. Okay, so as you can see, the order block is here with the previous high, the previous low already charted. So we see a break, retest of the key level of the order block low. Let's move slow to see if the next candle how is behaving. Okay, makes a lower wick, fails to break below, and we can take now a nice entry with 9, 10, even 10 pips. what is the range above us is 30 pips. So not the greatest range, but if we take 10 pips, which is a risky one, 10 pips, we can get out either 30 pips or even 2.5 or 2 risk to reward. So now see how the price is moving. Okay, we got in profit. Looks like it's retracing. Free to break these lows, the previous highs, but the other block is this one. Looks good for now. The bullish are bigger, and they are more bullish than bearish. We are here at 11 pips, 12 pips, which is 50% of the take profit. Now we see bearish candle, a rejection, a reaction, but the order block holds, so we will not get stopped out. So we want to see engulfing bearish candles. Not the cleanest one, but the analysis is still valid. We're not breaking below. So we entered here. Okay, 30 minutes. Okay. Looks like now we are going towards our take profit. Let me pause it. This is now 1 hour. We are 20 pips in profit with 10 pips, so it's a 2 to 1. So go break even. Close partials. And then we move on. Okay. We close the trade since the time limit has gone. So you can see then the price range it, and then with New York, almost to New York open, we got our spike up. So this was not the cleanest, but it's a setup. It's still a valid setup. Okie dokie. So see you guys next time.